Police riots erupted in the U.S. city of Brooklyn Center in Minnesota following the fatal shooting of a black man by police. The man was shot in a car after being pulled over for a traffic violation, and that provoked crowds to flock to the local police department. There was looting in the area, of course, as well as clashes. The National Guard were deployed, tear gas was used. Now, Brooklyn Center is 10 miles from Minneapolis, where it was last year that the death of a black man at the hands of police led to nationwide protests. There was a race-related unrest in California as well. A White Lives Matter rally had been organized online, but was met by a larger group of counter-protesters from Black Lives Matter. The confrontation descended into violent clashes with bloody fistfights too.
Remember me, because I'm going to lay you the I hope.
Yeah, like how you did it, remember?
Yeah, there was a heavy police presence as well, and several arrests were made on both sides. The counter-protesters later claimed it was a victory for Black Lives Matter. Well, here are reactions from both sides.
Black Lives Matter people here, and White Lives Matter too, and we all want to be treated equally. That's what's going on.
The KKK never ended. They're alive. They may not wear the sheets and the costumes they used to, but they wear regular clothes, and they also are still active in creating racism and trying to harm people of color.
We spoke to the editorial director at the Reactionary Times. Julio Rivera says the rallies were used as a pretext for the Black Lives Matter movement to reassert itself.
This is some kind of a false flag, because in Seattle there was supposed to be one of these rallies that never really materialized, and what did materialize was a large amount of counter-protests. I think this is something that's being set up probably by the radical Marxists that are behind Black Lives Matter to just give them an excuse to go back out into the streets and cause problems. Listen, this Black Lives Matter movement, just to speak on it broadly, has never